Alright, welcome back. We're one screen forward from the last episode, so you guys didn't miss anything, but I just found out that if I hit the analog stick, it moves me forward a thing. Yep.
That is so stupid.
It's specifically the right analog stick. I imagine that's because the PSP doesn't have a right analog stick, so it doesn't know what to map it to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Unless this is just any button moves the text forward. Hold on. No, it's just the right one then. Yeah, it's just the right one. It probably just has no idea what to map it to. They'll die. Oh no! That means Naruto. And Naruto's like, let's get moving.
You're always quick to cry, huh, Sakura? Hey, don't worry.
Like a bitch.
I promise I'll save Gaara.
Gaara, the guy who tried to fucking kill her.
I like Sakura's always quick to cry. What do you mean? I've seen Gaara. I've watched the clip of Sakura taking, four-tailed Naruto, and she wasn't crying at all in that. So
in fact, she was saying, "Oh yes, baby."
No, she was definitely not enjoying it, but there was no crying.
Naruto.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're just right. Okay. Hold on. What was this one? Oh, tactics. Okay.
So it's just a temporary boost, you were saying? You have
you have to pay for it per stage to use it.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Sakura, we better hurry.
But then again, if you have multiple people playing,
It's only like 20 points or whatever to pay for it though. It's like really cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. The idea is that you can make it really busted because everyone can do that, and you get ones that are like, your teammates get a buff.
Yeah.
And then you can have all 4 people use teammates get a buff, and you have like a 3-time stack on power. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it does seem like that would get pretty busted overall.
Yeah.
Begin.
I gotta get to the goal before time runs out.
Oh no.
See? Different now. See the difference? That log is right in the beginning now. Boom.
It was
Totally different than the last time.
And I think one of those guys killed somebody.
No, I think that was an exploding one. Or maybe, maybe it was a crow and no one of our teammates hit it. That would make the most sense.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? That's fine. Kakashi got it.
That boy Kakashi is being more useful than Sakura.
Always.
Okay, thanks, Sakura. You take it back.
I don't. It's like, I don't. Dude, what is... Sometimes
don't
it
worry,
just, like,
I'll show you where you
doesn't
are.
input. I know. It also shows me where all of them are on the map. Which I think I can do at any point by, like, hitting
A button.
a button. I just don't know which one. Apparently I was not on the ground when I
Don't
did
worry,
that.
somebody got that for you.
Good. Their sacrifice will be in vain. I mean, not in vain. Probably. Assuming that the last one is on the gate, which it usually is. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, dude, completion bonus.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Thanks, Tsunade. Shouldn't you be Hokageing instead of narrating my adventure?
No.
Alright. Nice. Nice.
It is imperative you do not die.
Okay.
Hang on, Gaara. We're coming.
Stop that.
Naruto, not so fast! Wait up!
Nope.
Kakashi, why does that
boy push himself so hard to save Gaara?
from his own village?
I don't know what it is about that line, but I always can think about it every time the stupid Naruto thing comes on. That's because he too is a Jinchuriki, and they have a Jinchuriki bond. They go to a bowling alley every Thursday to have their Jinchuriki club meeting.
You know, I feel like that probably would have helped to develop, like, connection between, Jinchurikis, if there was such a thing. They had a little club meeting.
It probably would have helped the connections between the village, but they were always too worried about their greatest weapon being stolen. Which I always found funny, because most of the Jinchurikis weren't being able to be used as weapons until they retconned it.
Because they were being treated like shit.
Until they weren't.
It's funny because they're like, oh yeah, the Jinchurikis, they get treated like shit. And then, like, it's established that that's literally only like the sand and leaf.
Yes.
Everywhere else, they treat them like actual like.
Not everywhere else.
Most
Whoever the
places.
7th one was also treated so badly that he just became a wanderer who goes to no village. But like, that was like only in some like bullshit ass like side story stuff that I don't think is canon. But
Yeah, no, it is funny. I do love that the in the Infinite Tsukiyumi stuff, there's Bees has the dream,
yeah.
and his dream is literally Power Rangers, but with the Jinchurikis.
I remember that. That's a good one, though.
That's one of my favorite, mostly because it makes no sense. Because it's literally like all of the like tailed beasts are on their shoulders as little like tiny mascots,
Yes.
and they all have like Power Ranger suits almost.
Classic.
And I'm like, this is the stupidest and greatest thing ever.
Oh, dude, speaking of Power Rangers, the Power Ranger auction just started. Yesterday was
You were
the
telling me
first
about
day.
this, that
It's
it was
gonna run,
coming out.
It's gonna run for a month.
Perhaps you're right.
So if you have
Maybe
like
there is a
$50,000
reason
you want to blow on the Red Ranger suit from Mighty Morphin, now's your chance.
We can pull our money together.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Have you
There
been
is
thinking
some
about it?
things I want to bid on. There are a few things that I think aren't going to go up in price all that much because I don't think most people are going to care for them. I'm not going to say what they are,
Just so you
just
can
so
protect
I
them,
can
though.
protect myself if I want to go for it. But I also have to keep in mind that anything purchased at the auction has a 20% auctioner's upcharge. So whatever you buy, you have to add 20% to that.
Oh, that's fucking horseshit.
Yeah, it gets actually 25%. It gets expensive quick.
Oh yeah, that's
so-
how that stuff works.
Keep in mind, if you're gonna do this and you're like, oh, I got $10,000, remember that you're not blowing $10,000. You're gonna be blowing $15,000. I would rather do the fight mission.
That's.
So keep that in mind. If you're gonna bid and you don't have a lot of money, remember to bid low. Don't overspend because
Like,
you can fuck yourself really easily.
I would definitely, bid like, $500 on some stuff.
500 is the starting for everything.
Oof.
Which means, yeah, you can get nothing.
But like, I'm not spending more than like $1,000.
There's things there that I think are gonna go for under $1,000 because there's some stuff that's really
Like niche.
yeah, niche is a good way to put it. Like there's some stuff that I just don't even think is worth $500.
Like I don't
going
see,
on there.
I don't see like any of the morphers will probably be way more. The
So
suits
there's
will
no-
probably be more.
There's no single morphers being sold. All of the morphers are being sold with the suits as like a full
Oh,
set.
okay. So like the Red Ranger's morpher would come with his suit.
Yes, there is a. To be fair, all the morphers are the same, so
Yeah, that's true.
it's not like it's a big deal.
So it's like a suit and a morpher.
But I want to heal. I didn't pay attention to all the parameters on this. I probably should have. I don't know if this is. I think this was just a normal one though, so I don't think I need to worry about.
Mission
Yeah,
accomplished.
yeah, it was fine. Like there's like the crown and the crystal jewels from like RPM or whatever, or maybe it was Overdrive, but like Overdrive is not a popular series. No one gives a shit about the crystal MacGuffins that they were collecting in that series. So like, I imagine something like that is gonna be really cheap because like, who fucking cares? It's like barely Power Rangers related.
It'd be nice to cool. It'd be cool to have a prop.
But like, if you want something that's cheap, that's probably your best bet. Is like, if you want something that was just on the actual TV show Power Rangers, used by actual people on the set, that's probably your best bet for something that's gonna go cheap. It's
Getting
just
this
some
stupid
weird
MacGuffin.
MacGuffin stuff that was like, here's the dagger that was used by the fucking red RPM Ranger in episode like 7 of fucking RPM, and it's like, alright, you could probably get your hands on that. That's probably
Guy and
cheap.
his team might be up ahead.
That's really silly.
First, we meet up with
I am going for suits. There are a few suits, or not suits. I want to get a suit. There's a couple suits that I think are going to go for really cheap because they're from seasons that people just don't care about. And also, I think most people are going to blow all their money trying to get the Mighty Morphin stuff and the movie stuff. because movie stuff is always going to be up in price, because movie collectors care more about the fact that it was in a movie than the fact that it's Power Rangers. Like, they don't give a fuck that it's Power Rangers. They just want it because it was in a movie.
Oh, dude, you got the hoverboard.
Oh,
The
shit.
Pink Ranger hoverboard from Ninja Storm.
I might have fucked this up. I wasn't paying attention to what that mission was. Oh, no, I just had to get to the end. Okay.
Mission
We're
accomplished.
fine.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, like, you
because
can
I'm assuming this is the site.
Yeah, that's the auction site. But, like...
Oh wow, they've already sold 307 items.
No, they haven't sold anything yet. They haven't sold anything from the set. It's a full month before anything
Okay,
sold. So
maybe
this is
it's
all
just
from
something
beforehand.
previous sales.
Yeah, it's a previous auction. It's like it's gonna run for like a month, and whoever's the highest bidder still has to win the live auction, which is why I think most people are screwed. Because the live auction takes place in Texas. If you're the highest bidder, then you're the starting price at the live auction. And if no one wants it, then you get it. But if anyone bids anymore, you're just screwed because you can't fucking bid anymore.
Yeah, unless you go to the live auction.
Yeah. So you can set a secret bid, which is like
Looks like a berry.
what you will bid if someone tries to outbid you at the live site. However, they could just outbid your secret bid. They wouldn't know that they're outbidding your secret bid, and that's the only upside. It's funny, but some of the most expensive stuff that's going right now isn't even from Power Rangers. It's stuff. It's the few stuff that they took from like Mask Rider and like Mask Hero that they just happened to use on fucking the Power Rangers show a couple times that are going for the most money.
Power Rangers in space.
Well,
Yeah.
we ran into a
filming
little trouble
miniature?
on the way.
Yeah, it's going for like $30,000.
$15,000.
That thing is gonna go for like $50,000 by the end.
Power
Sorry to skip the
Rangers
Christmas
Cosmic
list, but how do we
Fury, the
get rid of
suit.
this barrier?
Six grand.
Yeah, that's the last Red Ranger
5
suit.
tags
That's the one that
marked with
canceled the
word
show, so no
forbidden
one's gonna
are
give a fuck.
fastened
The
around
Green
the area
Ranger
that's
suit.
being guarded.
That's
55,000.
that's not even the one.
Yeah.
That's the shit one. That's the one from fucking that's not even the one
not the
that
movie one.
Yeah, it's not that
So,
it's the movie
to
one. It's
break
not
the
the
barrier,
hero suit that
we'll
Tommy
need to
wore. There's
remove
one
this
that
tag
Tommy
in front
wore
of
that's
us.
already going for like $10,000.
I think I can help.
Like the original Green Ranger suit on Mighty Morphin that was worn by Tommy Oliver. He
Found them.
Yeah, I found
Leave
it.
the tags to us, Kakashi.
Oh, I
We'll
love
get them
this
out of the
white
way
line.
lickety-split.
Be my guest.
All right, team
I think
guys,
it's because some of the
all
artwork
right,
doesn't
power
line up
of you.
properly when it's upscaled to 1080p. So it's just like, it's a line now. But yeah, those are like a lot of stuff that's like gonna go for a ton of money. Mighty, like, it's funny, before the auction even started, right, I was like, I just sat there and I was like, Mighty Morphin is going to go for, I was like, Mighty Morphin's gonna go for the most money, and then the movie, and then anything Red Ranger, and then anything that's the 6th Ranger for that team is also gonna go up in price. And then everything else is a fucking, like, crapshoot. It could be extremely cheap or it could be extremely expensive, depending entirely on, it could be, like, entirely based off of, oh my god, I can't think. Like, how well the season did. Like, I was like, In Space is gonna do, like, really well, because In Space is, like, a super popular season, but something like, Zeo is going for nothing. No one fucking cares about Zeo. There's not a single bid on any of the Zeo suits outside of Red. And even the Red bid right now is really low.
Yeah. I feel like you're...
Alright,
Yeah, I definitely think you might be able to get something for us.
like, again, I'm not gonna say it, but it's funny because when the auction started, everything I predicted ended up becoming true, because I've been looking at it for like months thinking about it. And I was like talking to my sister about it, and I was telling her, I'm like, I'm like, here's what I think is going to go for a lot of money, and here's all the stuff that I don't think anyone's going to care about, and everything I predicted has been correct so far, but it's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
So we'll see by the end.
And I know you're going to try to get a couple of things.
Mission
I'm
accomplished.
assuming you're going to try to get a couple, like, smaller stuff.
I
I don't know exactly.
No,
I know you
I'm-
want a cost. I'm
really only going to go for, like,
few?
a couple things and stuff that I really, really want, and the reason for that is because if I go for small stuff, and I'm right about how low it is, and I get it, and I go for a bunch of stuff, I have to pay for all those things I win.
Yeah, you're right.
So it goes from being like, it goes from like, oh man, I bid on a couple things that were like $500 and I got them for $500, right? Which wouldn't happen, but let's say it did.
You know, but that adds up. You know, you
All
buy
of a
5
sudden,
items.
I won 5 items.
That's 25,000.
Yeah, that's 25,000, not including
Sorry,
the
2,500, sorry.
Yeah, 2,500, not including the fucking seller tax,
Which is about, I think,
auction,
another,
and then shipping and handling.
yeah.
So like all of a sudden,
You're getting close to almost,
Neji's
you know, $4
right.
grand almost.
There should
Yeah,
be a
4 or 5
team just
grand.
over this hill.
which is like way too high.
Let's go get it.
But if you get one really good item you really want, you know, that could easily be $5 grand itself too.
There's like a whole bunch of people too, which don't get me wrong, I am not interested in any of what ended up working out is that any of the stuff that I want isn't even on the radar. But there's a bunch of actors that really want their suits because they weren't given their suits. They feel like they should have been given their suits, and to that I say, as much as it would have been cool if they did that, Game of Thrones people didn't get their shit either. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And they're Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was never gonna happen.
Like-
It's wishful thinking. It would be nice if corporations did stuff like that, but they don't.
I think it's really nice when a studio actually gives the people who wore the suits and such, like, even if you have to pay the studio to get your stuff, is cool. To
Well,
have.
that's what they're mad about, is like they weren't even given the option. But like,
As the first person to be like,
Yeah.
oh, you spend, give us, $5 grand and you can have your suit.
But the thing is that
They weren't even offered.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's just not how Hollywood
No,
works,
it's not.
and it never has,
Never had.
and it probably never will. This one is awful, by the way. We have to do this one a lot, and the time limit is actually super fucking strict for no reason.
I'm like, this is kind of bull.
Get out of my head.
Oh, there we are.
It gets worse because I give you less
Mission
time.
accomplished.
But anyways, what was I saying? Something about Power Ranger auction. Oh yeah. So there's a bunch of people that like have their suits, and all the like Power Ranger fans are trying to be like, don't bid on these suits. Whatever you do, don't bid on the suits. Let the actors get their suits. And I'm like,
No.
and I'm looking at the like list of who wants their suits, and I'm sitting there
Should
like,
be right around here.
a few of you, good fucking luck. Like
Maybe it's
the
a little
red
further.
cosmic ranger is like the last season of Power Rangers. She really wants her suit, and I'm just like, good fucking luck. That suit is already on day one. That suit was already over $3,000. I was like, good fucking luck.
Earth Styles. Sphere of the Death.
Like, she is not getting that suit unless she has like $20,000 to blow. She is not getting that
It's
suit
gotta be in the
in
area.
any way or any likelihood.
I can
There's
also see some of these people
Gotcha.
going to that live auction
Yeah,
just to make sure they can get their stuff.
but it doesn't matter if the live auction already starts at 20,000.
True.
Who the fuck is gonna blow? They're Power Ranger actors. They
No,
get
I
paid
do it.
shit.
Get that much.
They get paid garbage. No offense, but like, there's a few of them that I'm like have a good chance. There was like one
Interesting.
Yellow Ranger
Even
from
after the barrier is broken,
I forget
they
what
rigged a
season it
trap
was,
to
but it
keep
wasn't a really
intruders at
popular
bay.
season, and her suit has 0 bits on it. And I'm just like, she'll probably get her suit
No
because
problem.
like no one cares about
Time
this
for the
season,
real
and
deal
no
to
one
show
cares
this
about
cheap
anyone
knockoff
outside of
who's
Red
boss.
and Sixth Ranger. Every other color is a crapshoot. It could be really high or it could be really low. Actually, I'll bring up the one that I want to bid on because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it because of how expensive it's going to go for.
Begin!
They have the red, no, they have the black, and Ninja Ranger outfit from the movie, and I really want it because it was the one worn by Johnny Young Bosch. There is a small chance that it might not go for that much because it is, again, the one worn by Johnny Young Bosch, and no one cares about the Black Ranger. especially in Mighty Morphin.
Let's
But it's
look-
also a movie elephant.
Let's
so
look
good
at
luck.
most popular reviews. It's a set of 4 action Mighty Morphin ones with the coins.
Yeah, that's
$4,000 almost.
That, you know what's funny? You know what's the coolest item there that's gonna go for a lot of money, but not as much money as I think it's actually worth?
Oh, dude, you could get the sword, the dagger sword, the dinosaur
Yeah,
sword.
there's a bunch of them.
That's neat.
There's not just one. There's like a couple of them.
Yeah.
Most people are gonna go for suits. That's what most people
Yeah.
want. Most people are gonna want the suits. I think a lot of the props are gonna be cheaper.
But yeah, no, dude. Cosmic Fury is the newest season, you said?
It's the last season. It's the one that got the whole show canceled.
Yeah, it's for the Red Ranger. Her suit's,
Mm-hmm.
$6,225.
Yeah, and we're 2 days in to
2
a
days
month
in.
of auctioning.
This has 29 days left on this.
Yeah, like she is not getting that suit.
The Black Ranger from, Mighty Morphin.
Is it Mighty Morphin or Once and Forever? Because there's two different
Mighty
ones.
Morphin.
Okay, that's Mighty Morphin.
It's over $1,000 already.
Yeah.
At this rate, Lee and the others should do just fine.
The White
The
Ranger
rest is up to your team, Kakashi.
from Power Ranger movie.
Mm-hmm.
$2,600.
See, the thing is I already know how much most
Now,
of these are
suck
going
it
to
up.
go for because they did an auction only a couple years ago for original White Ranger and Red Ranger suits from Mighty Morphin, and the White Ranger one went for $45,000, and the Red Ranger one went for $37,000. So I already know Mighty Morphin is going to be absurdly expensive. Like anything Mighty Morphin is going to be a fortune, and no one's going to be able to afford it.
Sakura shattered that
Sakura
boulder
punching
with
boulders like
one
my boy
punch.
John Cena and Chris Redfield.
Nicely done,
That's
guy.
This is it right here.
this one. This is the thing you
This
want.
is a set of all 5 jackets. Open this one up and scroll through the images, and you'll see why I want them. But it's going to be way out of everyone's price range. Like, once you get to see the backs of them. Because every single one of these leather jackets has the embroidered number and animal that they are in the
That's
season in their
dope.
and it's the full set. And I want it so bad, and they're gonna go for a fortune. I'm never getting my hands on it.
Dude, they're already
Was
they're
this?
already $1,000 over.
Yeah, this is this RPM? No,
This is
SPD, I think. Just go down into that.
RPM,
yeah, RPM, yeah. Because like RPM is a popular season too, so it's like they're gonna go for a fucking fortune. They're arguably the coolest goddamn thing that the Power Rangers has ever produced is these matching leather jackets that have the embroidered number and color and animal that they are.
Dude.
Yeah,
I need that.
that's the standard one. His Power Ranger one, Power Ranger 100, the dog fucking one, the
Ranger?
6th Dog Ranger, is already going for like $5,000 or something. And I was just like, this is because of furries, isn't it? Furries are gonna want the shit out of this
Dude,
one.
I want these the communicators from Samurai.
The communicators from Samurai. See, I don't want to buy any of like the stuff that are just toys. Like the communicators are just toys. You can just buy the toy. It's the same thing. Use the toys on the show. It's the same thing. They just use the toys on the show. You don't need to buy them.
You sure you don't want the Black Ranger's power hands?
No, because I can probably buy an exact version of it that's a toy. The masks are really cool, but they're gonna go for a ton of money because they're never just one mask. It's usually
It's all
a set.
6.
Yeah, and they're gonna
That
go for
must
a
be
ton.
him then. Looks like a lively one.
You want the Zoid helmets? Dude, this is
time
just
for
like
Zord helmets, these guys, these are used in Super Sentai and not really in the US. This was like one season fucking Battle Wars. They're gonna go for a fortune because it's real Super Sentai stuff.
Time
Doubt
Force.
you want to hear
The
this,
helmets.
but I'll say it anyway. I think I'll
This
take
guy's
it.
gonna go for a lot because he's from Kamen Rider, which is gonna be the only way to get Kamen Rider stuff is this auction.
is one apiece. Don't push your luck, Deidara.
I think your
artist
best
must
bet
seek
for getting
ever
like
greater
Mighty Morphin stuff is to
lest
buy
his
Once and
senses
Forever
grow dull
stuff
on him.
because it was like remade costumes for the Netflix special Once and Forever, and
Rumor
like they're
has
not
it
gonna
the
go for
Nine-Tails
nearly as much
Jinchuriki
because they
is
weren't.
pretty powerful.
They're not as old. They're not as memorable.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's already
They're
like
like
$3,000.
So I'll be
It's
taking
like
the
this is because of
Kazekage.
furries, isn't it?
See you around, my man.
Yeah, the pink Mighty Morphin Ranger. I said that too. I was talking to him right now. I'm like, red is gonna go for a lot of money on every team. White is gonna go for a lot of money because anything Tommy wore is gonna go for a lot of money because he's dead.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, the pink Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin is gonna go for a lot of money because there's a bunch of fucking weirdos who really want her stuff.
Yeah. So the White Ranger helmet from Power Rangers the movie.
Yeah.
It's already almost $900.
If I try.
Yeah, that's low. There's some really crazy fucking bids on there
Naruto and I will handle
already.
the one outside. Sakura, Lady Chio, you stay here and deal with
I
him.
kind of want that one though. I liked the White Ranger from Dino Thunder.
The White Ranger from Dino Thunder is dope. That one's gonna go for a lot of money because that's a really popular season. Dino Thunder is a popular season. It's gonna go for a lot of money. I thought Samurai was gonna be pretty cheap, but apparently Samurai is a lot more popular than I thought it was because the Red Ranger from Samurai is going for a lot. It's like a lot of fucking money.
Okay.
See, my thing with these is like that's cool, but I want the helmet. If I'm getting a suit, I want the full suit. I don't want a half-ass suit, which is why it's not going for that much.
Yeah.
Like people want the whole suit. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Okay.
Why did I get stuck with them?
We'll have to find out why you got stuck with them in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.